What is up, everybody? Fred Lam here, and welcome back to our Print Profit series. Now, before we dive into today's episode, here's the deal. If you love our video content, if you love hearing my voice, and if you love getting my video training, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, drop a like right below, leave me a comment and share your feedback so I can continue to improve my video training, my video content just for you. Now, in today's episode, we want to cover design. In print on demand, there are 3 steps that Michael has actually covered, which was design, product, and traffic. So in this episode, let's drill down deeper. Okay, we've covered the service. Now let's go down deeper into just each step. So let's talk about design a little bit right now. So when it comes to design, what do you mean by design?
So design is basically the graphic that you need to put on one of these products. So for example, t-shirts, you have that design or logo at the front, and that's what you need to design.
I see. Now, for me, I can only draw stickman.
Right.
Do I have to know how to design?
No, you don't have to know how to design at all. You can just get your graphic designers to design it for you. But you just have to be creative in finding those hot selling designs.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's say that I'm ready, got my Shopify store done. I'm in step number 1, going about the design.
Yeah.
What should I do?
So there's a few different places you can start your design process. One is what we call marketplaces, like, for example, Gear Bubble. You can go through the marketplace, look for hot designs, or just go under top sellers and find the hot designs and get ideas from it. Once you think that you like the layout, you like the message, you like the design, you can come up with something different and hand that over to your graphic designer to get something designed that's totally different.
Okay, so obviously in step number 1, when it comes to design stuff, you want to do your research first.
Correct.
And when you're doing your research, you were mentioning Gear Bubble, which I know is owned by Don Wilson, who basically has an entire marketplace for designers to create their own design on there, and you can see the top selling. Am I correct?
That's correct, yeah.
Awesome. Okay, so now from there, is there any other strategies that I can look or in the design phase or research stage besides looking at marketplace? Is there any other strategy that can be shared, obviously?
Yeah, for sure. So other places you can go to is Pinterest. Pinterest is an amazing way to find designs just because it's a social proof and people on Pinterest are pinning and repinning, so you know what's popular. So from there, you can look at memes to get ideas from, and also the next place you can go is Google search. You can search for different memes there as well, or you can also type in, let's say if you're in the sports niche, but you don't want to violate any trademark, you can just search for fans with signs, because a lot of hardcore fans will have great ideas for their favorite team, and they have signs that will be very engaging, right? So that's another way to come up with ideas. So there's a lot of different ways to come up with ideas, but it comes down to you to be creative, to come up with something different, and then get that created. So
obviously, I hope that you guys actually caught what he just shared about the fan stuff. That is actually freaking brilliant. I never had thought about that. That is absolutely amazing. If you guys missed that, make sure you rewind a little bit and rehear what he just said. He just dropped you guys like a multi-million-dollar golden nugget over there, okay? So anyways, speaking about when it comes to, obviously, design, and speaking about the process and everything. So let's say that if I am wanting to do the research on Pinterest, if I want to do the research on the marketplaces, do you think people will get a better results, especially my audience right now that is watching, or anyone that's watching this video right now? Do you think they will get a better result if they are in the niche versus outside the niche? I think that's a very big debate that I want to basically circle up, because we're in the most important process in the building of your business stage.
Yeah. So I definitely say if you're passionate in the niche and you know the niche, it will help you to come up with better designs that will be tailored to that demographic, because you already know that niche. For example, I have a dog and I understand the behavior of a dog owner, and to get into the dog niche is very easy for me. But I can't sell anything to cat lovers, because I don't understand how they're like. So I actually have a cat store, and I don't do really well on it just because I'm not really passionate. I don't know how they think. So being in the niche, live in the niche is very important.
Yeah, exactly. And again, you guys all hear me being a broken record about it. Here's another living example who has done 7-figure last year, even telling you the same thing. Niche will always sell a lot better than general store. But here's the deal. We're not saying that general store can't do well. We're just sharing with you that you may find more challenges when it comes to a general store, because when you're not in the niche, it's going to be very hard for you to become creative on really figuring out, well, what does the dog owner love, or what does a juice monkey who loves basically to lift weight, what do they like, and all those other things, right?
Yeah.
And that's a very important key. So now, obviously, we know the niche. Let's say that we love unicorns. I love unicorns. I don't know why. They're just pretty. And maybe because of the Minion movie, that white unicorn that they're always trying to find is a mysterious creature. But anyways, so let's say that I want to go after the unicorn market. You know what? Let me talk about the juice monkey market. All right? If there's any juice monkey over here, listen. I'm not trying to offend you. I'm just saying that you guys are definitely really bulky and built, and I will stand away from you guys. Or maybe hire you guys as my bodyguard, okay? That's what I wanted to do. So right here, we actually have a design. This is a design that you actually have right now.
Yeah.
So if you guys can actually see this, you can see, okay, this is the design, one of the design. So with this design, what was your process? Was it going into marketplaces? Did you find this on Pinterest, Mimi, or Google?
Yeah, I actually went to Pinterest and found that design, and I thought it was pretty creative, so I got it designed.
Awesome. So basically, once you have that idea from Pinterest, marketplaces, or from simply from obviously you knowing your market, what do you do next?
Yeah, so once you have your design, all you have to do is put it into your store and start to test the market.
Yeah. Well, let's take a step back. We have the idea, right? We have to turn the idea into a design.
Right.
So in that process, I believe we have to go to like outsource, obviously, because I can only draw stickman.
Right.
So I'm finding out how to do this.
Okay.
So if you have to outsource, and you basically go to like where Upworks. Fiverr,
Upworks, but with designs on T-shirts or apparels, definitely hire someone good, because your design is very important. So Upworks is where I like to go search my designs. There are other places as well, but for Fiverr, I won't recommend it. I go there just for logos, but not for designs.
All right, you guys, hope you guys caught that. Don't go to Fiverr if you're trying to print on demand company, okay? Because I would believe that they would actually sell you like shit. Like literally what I mean by shit is like it may be copied from somewhere else, because I've heard a lot of incidents about that.
Right, yeah. With your designers, you have to be very cautious of the designs you get back, because sometimes they just grab it off another graphic network without paying for the royalty.
Oh, wow.
So they can give you that, you sell it, and you run into trademark issues.
Wow,
so
that is definitely something fairly scary.
Yeah.
Okay, so now that we actually got the design, we got some designer maybe from Upworks and all this other stuff, how much does a design typically cost?
So on average, it would be anywhere from $20 to $25 for an intermediate designer, and that's really good enough to get started.
And you have the full rights. You 100% own it.
Yes.
The designer doesn't have own anything on it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So that's something you have to discuss with the designer, and I always make sure that you have the full rights and everything with the design is, from scratch, where you have the ability to sell.
Yeah. So hope you guys caught that. If you got a designer, make sure you iron it out that you own 100% rights to it. I don't want you guys to get screwed over where basically if that product starts to take off, if that design starts to take off, and then the graphic designer come to you, knock, knock, I want my royalty, then you're pretty much going to be screwed. And I don't want that to happen, right? We don't want that to happen to you, so I hope you guys actually took notes on that end of things. So after all that is done, obviously you just basically put it into the products, and then it goes into step number 2.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Awesome. So here's the question for you. Obviously, we have been dropping a lot of golden nuggets here, and some of you guys may be lost on what is happening. Did you share all these in your bootcamp?
Yeah, so we only talked about a few sources, but in the bootcamp, I actually go in deeper to show you exactly how to find those designs and more sources on where to do your research. So if you're interested, just make sure you opt into that bootcamp and learn all about it.
Awesome. So listen, okay? Michael has created a bootcamp called the Print Profits Bootcamp. Now, obviously, there's a reason why it's called Print Profits, because you're basically making profits from print on demand. All right? Love the name. We actually came up with the idea, and I love that name too. So seriously, it's a 10-part video training series where you get to learn from scratch how to build a store, which vendor to work with, how to basically all the design element that we talked about, but even in like step-by-step, watch over your shoulder, and it goes into talking about products, goes and talks about more specifically, it's going to be about jewelry from what I remember, and then going to traffic, which you guys will absolutely love, right? There's so many traffic strategies out there, especially on Facebook, and Michael is going to share with you his 7-figure strategy inside that bootcamp. So listen, okay? Scroll down right below this video. There is a link. Click on that link, put in your email address, and you're going to get free access right into his 10-part video training series all about print on demand. If you think and if you love the idea or want to become an entrepreneur simply selling designs, this is something that you absolutely do not want to miss, okay? It will cost you less than $100 to actually get started, and then the rest, you simply just invest in towards your ads, where Michael will walk you through each step on how to do so, okay? So here's what you gotta do. Scroll down below, click the link, register for the bootcamp, and after that, here's what I also need you to do, okay? Michael's YouTube channel is also in the video description. Make sure you subscribe to his YouTube channel. He's going to come up with amazing content. I'm going to push him. I'm going to twist his arm to actually do more video training for every single one of you. So make sure you also subscribe to his YouTube channel. And last but not least, make sure you subscribe my YouTube channel. Give me a thumbs up. Comment below. Follow me on Instagram. Follow me on Facebook. Do whatever you need to actually make sure you are first to notify our new video training. Alright, so that's it for this video today. In our next video, we're going to share something pretty epic. We're going to dive into products, right? Awesome. So listen, okay, watch out for the notification on YouTube, or make sure you check my YouTube channel constantly to actually see our next segment of our Print Profit series. So thank you, Michael.
Thank you again.
We'll see you guys soon.